Hi, I'm Mark Grice, and I've got a backstage pass for you once again. We are at Theatre Orangeville, right in the Orangeville Opera House, and we're on the stage of The Gentleman Clothier, a play that's been written by Norm Foster, and it's running here at the Opera House from March 23rd to April 9th. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to take a look around on the stage. We're going to talk to some of the actors. Right here, we've got Stephen Sparks. Stephen, tell me, who are you playing in this play, and tell us a little bit about your character.
I'm playing Norman Davenport, the owner of this fine Gentleman Clothier, and Norman is a man of style and nostalgia. He longs for the time when things were simpler.
I can identify with that quite a bit myself. You know, when I'm stepping to the stage, it's kind of like I'm stepping back in time just a little bit, and I feel like I want to be part of it. Maybe I'm in the wrong clothes.
Yes,
for this. What do you think?
This is a little bit modern. We can get you sorted out here. We have a way to do this here.
Okay.
That's better.
Wow. How do I look?
I think you look like you belong in a Gentleman Clothier.
I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it now. What do you think? Didn't he do a good job? It's like he's done this before.
I am a professional.
You know, also in this play, we've got Heather Hodgson. Come on up, Heather. Heather, you're no stranger to Theatre Orangeville. We've seen you here before. What plays have you been on stage here before?
On this stage, I've been in Mending Fences, a Norm Foster, and also The Long Weekend, another Norm Foster.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Quite a run of Norm Foster
Yes.
plays here. And how about you, Stephen? What other plays have we seen you in here at Theatre Orangeville?
I played another Norman. This character is Norman, and last season or 2 seasons ago, I played Norman Bray in The Performance of His Life.
Makes it a lot easier to remember your character's name when it's always the same.
I told David Nairn that he has to find another play with the character of Norman.
Okay,
so we
perfect.
don't confuse.
That's going to work. So the play itself, tell us a little bit about the setting. Is it present day? Is it in the past? Or what's going on in this play?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Some of that answer maybe you have to come out and find out for yourself. I understand. But is it a comedy? Is it tragic?
Absolutely. It's Norm Foster, who is a comedic king and owns that title for good reason. There is heart. There's a lovely story about love, and both romantic and love for one another. And it's about appreciating the life you have instead of wishing away the one you might have. And it's very funny.
Heather, tell us a little bit about what you think is the sort of the crux moment of the play, maybe that could give the audience a little bit of a tease that they're really going to look forward to seeing.
Well, I'll tell you, the ending is like nothing you've ever seen. But the real crux comes down to it comes down to choices. It comes down to, do you put yourself first? Do you put others first? But in a very motivational and amusing way. It's not deep. It won't make you feel bad about yourself or feel guilty about how you're living your life. It'll make you think a little bit. There's a little bit of magic and fantasy in it, and it warms the heart. It really just makes you feel good.
Is this something that maybe the whole family could enjoy, this play, in terms of the plot and so on?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yes.
Yeah, and you'll go away having discussions about theories about what the ending might have been.
Yes.
All right, that sounds really interesting. Well, we look forward to seeing it. And again, it's going to be on stage here at Theatre Orangeville from March 23rd to April 9th. You can get tickets online or come on down on Broadway and pick them up at the box office yourself. Next time I get a backstage pass, I'll be bringing you along. We'll see you then.
No, it's fine. If you closed, you're closed. Can't be helped. It's just that my husband's birthday is coming up and I wanted to surprise him with the best suit that money can buy.
We can do that.
What?
What?
You'll be wanting a bespoke suit, I assume?
Is there any other kind?
Made from cashmere wool, something in the very high supers, the 180s and above.
I'm sorry?
That refers to the fineness of the fibers, Mrs. Sparrow. The higher the number, the softer and smoother the cloth. But as I say, we don't open until Saturday.
The higher the better then.
Pardon me?
The suit, my good man. The higher the numbers, the
Well,
better
not-
the suit?
Not necessarily. You see, the higher supers or numbers can be wrinkle-prone and show signs of wear sooner, shininess and the like. So I would suggest something in the 150s. It's also less expensive.
Price doesn't matter. In pish and tosh with a capital Pish. I want the best suit that money can buy.
I would still suggest something in the 150s then.
Would you? Would you indeed? Sophie, what do you think?
I think Mr. Davenport makes a good point, Alicia. If your husband wears a suit for hours on end, say, for his job, but if it is strictly for evenings and wrinkles and wear would not be as great a concern.
You two work very well together. I can't imagine being more thoroughly advised on a subject.
Yes, people tell us we're like frickin' frack.
Ah, I can see that. Well, frack. My husband does like to impress in his job, so I think it would be worn quite often in the workplace. He's an executive with Branch Welford.
Branch Welford?
Publishing company.
I know who Branch Welford are.
Sound like you didn't.
Well, I do. So the 150s then, good.
So you can make the suit?
For the wife of a Branch Welford executive without question.
Oh, excellent! Oh, I'm giddy with excitement.
But a bespoke suit is very precise. We would need measurements. You said you wanted this to be a surprise.
Yes.
Well, that makes bespoke almost impossible.
Do you have a photograph of your husband?
I believe I do. Yes, somewhere in here.
A photograph? You can't measure for a bespoke suit from a photograph.
I can.
Impossible.
You said I was a great measurement taker. Well, I'm about to show you how great.
But you don't work here.
I don't. Are you sure?
And you don't call customers by their first names. You show respect.
I was making her feel at home.
You were treating her like a pal.
You said customers should feel at home here.
At home, yes. At a cockfight, no.
Here it is. Will this do? It was taken 2 years ago at an indie film festival in London.
Indie Film Festival?
Independent films, not the Hollywood kind.
I know what an indie film is.
You sound like you didn't. Yes, this should do quite nicely. Just let me get my pad and pencil to make some notes. Where are my pad and pencil?
Pardon me.